ganz herzlich willkommen zurück auf unserer Hauptbühne in unserem TV-Studio. Wir haben die letzte Band vor uns und ich glaube, sie grooven sich gerade noch so ein bisschen ein. Are you ready, guys? You sure everything's alright? Yeah. Okay. Anscheinend grooven sie sich nicht mehr ein, sie sind ready. Dann geht's jetzt los. Ganz viel Spaß.
Of the birds, of the bees, of the murderous wave as she flees. from the sea to the guiltless embrace of the sand of the sea. Now she's all that she was meant to be. I'm so afraid of what she'll think of me that I can barely breathe, and I can hardly speak. And what if she can't hear me? I never let her near me. And what if she can't give me all of your nothing to do, and I'll show you all of my nothing to prove. Let's sharpen our knives for the pillow fight. So hold me close as my feathers come undone, and your fingers find the glue, and the curtains find the sun, and the dust of something new brings a memory like a bruise. Smallest hurricanes slipped between my lungs. Won't you help me get it out with a blade, a breath, a tongue, and suck all the light from cold night. So hold me close as my feathers come undone, and your fingers find the glue, curtains find the sun, and the dust of something new brings a memory like I'm a woman in the box, I'm a girl inside your room, I'm alive inside your bed when you touch me like it's true that I've everything to lose inside the gravity of you. So hold me close as my feathers come undone, and your fingers find the glue, and the curtains find the sun, and the dust of something brings a memory like a bruise. for me to get a little bit more voice? Or a lot more? Thank you for having us. It's lovely to be here. state where I can feel your warmth and my lungs expanding. Oh God, I'm terrified of landing. Could it be there's been a misunderstanding? If I fell asleep, will I wake to familiar arms lifting me out of this car into a single bed where the morning would clear my head of all the things that I dread. You are every man made of concrete plans, full of walls and doors and steady ceilings. I am sinking sand, I am barren land, I am quietly stranded, I am barely breathing. Could it be that these feelings have been misleading? If I fell asleep, would I wake to familiar arms lifting me out of this corner to a single bed where the morning would clear my head of all the things that I dread? If I touched your cheek, could you be the passage light guiding my eyes and mine till I drift away and the morning could wake me up to tell me that she'd stay? Thank you. We're gonna try a song that we haven't played before. It's not like a fall. It's not like a fall I've ever felt before. I landed soft like a seed. There was always going to be, shaped by your hands. Oh man, I give you all of my plans in the middle of the night here in Amsterdam. In life of which I am impossibly sure. See, last night I could sleep and nothing could keep me up, not the moon. But tonight, fuck, look at you. You're as soft as the blue you feel just before you lose the thing that you love. Oh, I don't want the sun to split up the night. You were all of the light that I'll ever need. You were all of the light that I want to see. Oh man, I give you all of my plans in the middle of the night here in Amsterdam. strangers on the school floor. You in your black jeans, me and my teen feelings backstage. Cheap lights have come to see you every night and every other ever since, to trace the shapes on pale skin. Mothers stay, the skin that stayed, a taste, a tongue, a breath undone, to skip, to fall, to run, to come undone, to come undone. Thank you. That's us.
Ich weiß, ist mein Mikro an? Ja, mein Mikro ist an. Thank you. Just breathe. Take your time. Das war Lucy Kruger und The Lost Boys. Ich sag's nochmal, weil ich mir nicht sicher bin, ob man das gehört hat, als ich das erste Mal gesagt habe. They're all excited. Are you ready for the interview? So please join Sophie. And thank you guys.
So, jetzt hier noch ein letztes Mal im Interviewzelt. Mit mir hier ist Lucy Kruger. Hi Lucy.
Hi.
How are you?
I'm alright, how are you?
Yeah, thanks, fine. So, you're from South Africa, aren't you?
Yes.
But you live now here, so your
Yeah,
way
exactly.
to us wasn't that long.
No, exactly.
Okay. Can you tell us how you discovered your passion for making music? When did you start?
I mean, I think there's always been music around and in the family, and I was very obsessed with singing from when I was very young.
Okay.
And I think I annoyed people a lot. I took any chance that I could to sing. And I don't think I was very good, but I really loved it. And then when I was about 16, my sister-in-law, who wasn't my sister-in-law at that point, she started playing guitar, and she started writing her own songs. And
Cool.
I guess I hadn't... Yeah, it was the first time I saw what it would mean to be able to use your voice or to make music, but while saying something that you wanted to say or something.
Okay.
Yeah, I guess that was a big moment for me.
So your voice is your instrument, or what was your first
Definitely,
instrument?
definitely.
Yeah, okay. And now you play the guitar.
Yeah, I mean, I think it's such a... I used to be very lazy with the guitar because I just wanted to sing, and so I would do just enough to be able to. But actually, it's such a the more that you can do, and the more comfortable you are with it, the more it offers you in terms of writing. And I have learned that a bit late in my life, but I'm trying to make up for it.
Okay.
Yeah.
So you are Lucy Kruger, and you call your band The Lost Boys.
Yeah.
Why? Because there aren't only boys.
No, it's true. But I like that. They can still be Lost Boys. Yeah, I suppose it used to be a solo project, and then I started playing with some of the original boys, and it really felt like, I really wanted to create a group and to create a kind of world, a sonic world and an actual world, and somehow giving a name to it felt like a good and important thing to do. And yeah, The Lost Boys is kind of it came from Peter Pan, actually.
I know it.
Yeah, Wendy, and Wendy is the kind of storyteller, and I like that idea of.
So you are Wendy.
Well, I suppose the musician is Wendy a bit, you know.
Yeah. Okay.
And I suppose the boys are also telling the story together, but I don't know. It was just a feeling around storytelling, I guess.
Okay. So how did you meet them? And when?
I guess in about I studied in a very small university town called Makanda in South Africa, and after I finished studying, I went to Cape Town, and I didn't actually know anyone really, and the only person I knew was my mum's a family friend who was a musician, and I went to one of her son's shows, and I didn't know him at all, but he was the closest person. It was the closest to somebody that I knew, and I just said to him afterwards, "Do you want to make music with me?" And then
He said yes.
he said yes. And that's how it started.
And here we are.
Yeah.
Yeah, cool. You just said you studied music and drama. So did the studies give you an orientation in the musical world, or was it just a kind of formal thing to show your family I'm studying and caring about my future?
I mean, I think if I wanted to show my family that I was building a solid career, I definitely wouldn't have studied music or drama. No, the music thing was that I studied music, but it was a bit. I think I wasn't very good at it. The course was quite calculated, but the drama course that I did was extremely interesting, and it was really it really challenged me, and it was very creative. And I think more than shaping technique, it sort of stretched my thoughts. I guess I came from a relatively conservative school, and also I'd just been in a bubble my whole life, and it really sort of exploded that, which is obviously in my music because it's in my worldview. And
Yeah, cool. And when did you move to Berlin, and why?
Oh, I feel like we're answering such big questions so quickly.
Sorry.
No, not at all.
Take your time.
I moved to Berlin in 2000 and I think 18. And I had come here a couple of times before with a previous band of mine. And we had organized 2 tours from South Africa, because South Africa is wonderful, but it's quite challenging to tour there. It's quite isolated in terms of, and so we had organized 2 tours here, but it takes a lot to organize it from that side, and we really just wanted to be playing, and so we realized if we wanted to sort of take the next step, it would be moving here and at least somewhere in Europe. And we had been to Berlin a few times, and I think it's nice to be somewhere where there's a lot of people from different places. So I don't know. It feels a little bit like Never Neverland in Alice, in Peter Pan, actually.
And you're happy here to be in Berlin?
I am happy to be in Berlin. I'm still figuring it all out, but yes, I'm happy to be here.
Cool. So let's talk about your albums. You already released 3 ones. And you have a concept that your albums follow, except the first one, I think. Every album is a tape.
Yes.
Can you explain that concept?
Yeah, it's basically just the first one was it's called Sleeping Tapes for Some Girls, and I was having trouble sleeping in a part of my life, and I would listen to a lot of singer-songwriters, and they felt like kind of companions or something, and I wanted to make something like that, and somehow the tapes has this. I don't know if I guess you also used to listen to cassettes sometimes, and you could also record them, and you could make them yourselves, and you would also make mixtapes, and it had a very intimate feeling, and almost like I wanted it to be like something like personal and a kind of a gift that you would give to somebody if they were going through something in their life and they needed a specific thing, and at that point the Sleeping Tapes was. It was for sleeping, that was the tape. And then when I wrote the next 2 records, I wrote them quite quickly, and they seemed to form a sort of movement piece, and they all offered a different sort of emotional manual for a certain experience. And so
the last one had a funny name. What was it? Transit tapes for women who move furniture around.
That's the second one.
So is it you, the woman who moves furniture around?
Well, I actually hardly ever move furniture around, but I was once watching a documentary, and somebody talks about. He talks about his wife always moving the furniture around, and then I was sort of thinking about it, and I read somewhere about it, and I was thinking about the feeling of a kind of what I relate to it is a kind of restlessness,
Mm-hmm.
like a want to create and a want for movement and a want for something to shift,
Yeah.
and a difficulty in knowing how to do that. And that was like the feeling in the music
Okay.
for me. So it's for those people who do that thing, you know, or who
Yeah.
need to do that thing. Yeah.
Cool. And the next album is going to be released this month, and it's called Teen Tapes, and then in brackets for performing your own stunts.
Yeah.
You already showed us songs of it, right?
Yeah.
And yeah, what is the new tape about?
It's supposed to be the sort of album that I always wanted to make as a teenager that I didn't. It's like I decided to just use a fuzz pedal and a plectrum and to I had fallen in love, and I felt like you would think that I would feel soft
Feel
things, but I
15
felt
again.
Yeah, exactly. And I wanted it to be a kind of the previous two records had been extremely introverted, and
Mhm.
I wanted it to explode a little bit and to
Yeah.
let go.
Cool. I really like your music videos. I really like that artistical focus on your movements of your body. Why are videos so important to music for you?
Yeah, I guess it's, I think there's a really lovely thing about music is that there's so many different aspects to it and so many different parts to it. And the writing process is one thing, and then the recording process is another, the performing is another, and making music videos is just a kind of another aspect of it, or another way to interpret and another way to share. And because I think I studied theater and I studied movement, and I really like that something can be visceral and embodied, and
So just another media to
yeah,
express.
I think so. Yeah.
Yeah, nice. So, do you have a musical role model? Are there
I mean, I think I have
influences?
many. I don't think I've never really. I know some of my musician friends. They have very clear
Yeah.
influences, and they also reference people very wonderfully and deliberately draw on certain things. I'm
Yeah.
a bit chaotic, I think, with my influences. I kind of just listen to stuff I love, and it comes out somehow. But I'm not so specific about it. You know, I
Okay,
don't like
okay.
study whole discographies or something.
Oh,
you know,
okay,
yeah.
okay. So, what music do you hear in private?
I mean, at the moment, I've really just been listening to the new Aldous Harding and the new Big Thief on repeat.
Cool.
I get a little bit,
Mhm.
yeah, that's what I'm listening to at the moment.
I have seen you have very special posters for your concerts. Do you do the artworks by yourself?
I don't. I really wish
Okay.
that I could say I did, but I absolutely do not.
Okay.
No, I have. There's a few friends in South Africa who do most of the design work, and they're amazing. I get super excited just to put out an album or
Okay.
play a show just so that I can ask them to do a poster and share it. Yeah.
Yeah, cool. Nice to have those friends.
Yes, definitely.
So I've read you are also part of the duo, or you was, I don't know, Medicine Boy. Was that your first musical project?
No, I guess this was my first musical project, and then I joined this 5-piece psychedelic rock band, and then the two of us in that project formed Medicine Boy. And actually, the one of the Lost Boys who was playing the guitar,
Ah, okay.
he's the other half of Medicine Boy.
Ah,
Yeah.
cool. And what do you do there? Can we see you live anywhere?
No, we don't actually. We're not a band anymore.
Ah, okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
But there's lots of stuff out there, just not live. Yeah.
Cool. What do you do except music in your life?
That is a good question. That's really what I do, to be honest.
Okay.
That's it. I mean, I like to do things. I like to
Yeah.
read, and I like to swim, and I like to walk,
Oh, cool.
but I don't have other.
So that's your plan A.
That's my plan.
And
That's
there's
my
no
plan.
plan B.
Exactly.
That's it, okay. Do you argue often in the studio?
With myself, yes.
Okay.
Oh, that's interesting. I guess I've had so
That's the
many different.
hardest.
Yeah, definitely. No, there's definitely. I say that it's probably the place where I have the most, allow myself the most tension,
Okay.
but never. Very subtle fighting, I think.
And how do you solve these fights then? The one Lucy
Yeah, I guess
says.
it's never, I'm trying to think now, it's never a question around even taste or something. I think that the kind of music that I'm making and the bands that I've been in, they're very vulnerable projects, and the people that are involved in them are always quite. Yeah, it's very vulnerable. So sometimes tension rises when it's like you feel exposed or it feels too much, or but then it's just around taking time and being calm, and it's not really a huge philosophical problem or something. Yeah.
Okay. So, how do you write your songs? Do you have a workflow, or when comes the inspiration?
I think I mean now I've definitely learned, which I'm very glad, that if I sit down to write, then something will come. I don't wait so much for inspiration anymore.
Okay.
But it's really just like kids playing. I think you would sing in the shower and make something up. Just do the same thing until some tiny spark catches, and there seems to be some kind of center, and then I just try to grow it from there, I think.
Okay.
Yeah.
Do you write your music just by yourself, or do you make the lyrics and the Lost Boys make the music? Or
No, the music, the lyrics and the music, the lyrics and the melody have to sort of come together, because that's the thing that makes it make sense to me.
Yeah.
But in terms of shaping the arrangements and so on, then I bring the boys come in. Then
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Do you have a favorite song of your new album?
No.
No?
There's a song. I think there's a song. Somehow I feel like there's a song called "Escape," which I feel like is going to escape somehow, and I'm a bit sad because I think somehow there's something in there that feels very honest, and I hope that people get to hear it.
Okay.
Yeah.
What are your plans for your future? For the future of Lucy Kruger and the Lost Boys?
Well, the album launches next week, and then we have our a show on the 22nd of April at Lido in Berlin, which is the launch show.
Ah, cool.
And I guess that's kind of the focus for now. But then, I really love playing so much, and it's been we haven't been able to, and I really hope the next years allow for now a continuation of writing and performing. Basically, that's what I would like to do.
Yeah, cool.
Yeah.
Then good luck with that.
Thank you.
Thank you for being here.
Yeah, it's a pleasure. Thanks for having me.
I think you will play a last song for us.
Yeah, sure.
How's it called?
It's called Unpack.
And what is it about?
It's about being brave enough to love somebody, which sounds terribly cheesy, but that's what it is.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, so have fun.
Thank you. Thanks for the interview.
Ja, thank you. So, wir haben jetzt hier noch einen kleinen Moment Zeit, bevor gleich Sophia wieder zu mir kommt und wir uns dann auch leider schon wieder verabschieden müssen. Vielen, vielen Dank, dass ihr eingeschaltet habt. Es war ein super cooler Abend und da kommt Sophia auch schon. Hallo! Was machen wir denn?
Wem gebe ich denn? Ich halte es einfach fest, ist kein Problem. Ich halte es einfach fest.
Genau, 2 Mikros schaden auch nicht.
Nee, das ist vielleicht sogar besser so.
Genau. Wie geht's dir?
Mir geht's sehr gut. Ich hatte sehr viel Spaß heute.
Ich auch.
War es
auf
gut
jeden
hier
Fall.
drin? Es war auf jeden Fall ganz schön warm
Es
hier.
war super, es ist super heiß hier.
Das Zelt kommt hin. Es ist,
aber ich hatte
es
auch
ist wirklich tropisch, aber ihr habt ja hier auch
Genau,
Strand.
wir haben auch eine Palme, also
quasi.
man sieht das, wo wir hier sind, in welchen
offensichtlich
tropischen Bedingungen.
Unbedingt in tropischen Gefilden. Ja,
Genau.
erzähl mal, was fandest du am coolsten? Welche oder ich weiß nicht,
Ich fand alle total cool. Ich bin total dankbar, dass alle so offen waren für die Fragen und irgendwie, ja, mir Herz ausgeschüttet haben, mehr oder weniger.
Ja, ich fand auch,
Nee,
es war eine coole Mischung auch an Leuten. Ne? Wir hatten coole Bands, die irgendwie alle sehr unterschiedlich waren. Das fand ich toll diesmal, dass wir so auch ein bisschen Deutsch, ein bisschen Englisch, ein bisschen Berlin-based, ein bisschen
From all
international.
over the world. Lucy eben kam ja aus Südafrika.
Genau, stimmt.
Ja.
Und ja, so auch generell so dieses vom Musikstil hatten wir so irgendwie alles Mögliche, ne? So Gloria Blau ist ja doch voll anders als irgendwie
als
Lucy,
Scope.
oder?
Ja,
Als Scope.
Ja, das war schön. Also es war für jeden was dabei. Ich hoffe, für euch auch.
Ja, sicherlich. Was ihr auf jeden Fall machen solltet, weil das natürlich immer ganz, ganz wichtig ist, das hat Gloria tatsächlich in ihrem Set auch gesagt,
Ja.
unbedingt so Leute wie hier heute, so Newcomer und kleine KünstlerInnen unterstützen. Also guckt mal bei uns im Instagram-Kanal, da sind die alle nochmal verlinkt. Wir haben das mehrfach gepostet.
Ja.
Guckt euch mal die Accounts an, guckt euch die YouTube-Channels an, guckt euch die Websites an und kauft Merch, zum Beispiel die Socken. Ich weiß nicht, ob wir so krass Werbung machen dürfen, aber ich mache das jetzt einfach. Und
Ist dich begeistert? Ich fand die cool.
Ich fand das toll. Ich finde es cool, wenn so kleine Independent-Leute, die irgendwie so selber ihr Zeug machen, dann noch
was ich
irgendwie so
sehr cool
kreativ
fand
sind
heute,
auf
dass
eine
mir
andere Art.
aufgefallen ist, dass viele so ihre Kunst auch richtig ausweiten. Also es geht nicht mehr nur um Musik, sondern dann ist da ein echt cooles Musikvideo dazu, wo der Fokus auf den Bewegungen liegt und es ist schon fast so ein bisschen mehr Theater. Und dann hatte Seattle hat ja immer so Songbooks, die sie noch verkauft zu ihrem Album. Also sowas finde ich total cool, wenn man irgendwie auch mehr draus macht.
Also coole Leute, all in all. Ich habe noch so einen Zettel gerade mitbekommen von der Produktion. Das ist jetzt natürlich professioneller, wird's nicht. Das ist jetzt hier auf so einen ausgedruckten Plan drauf geschrieben. Die Konzerte, es wurde, glaube ich, genannt, ich glaube, ihr habt es hier auch gesagt, die meisten haben es auch während ihren Sets gesagt, aber falls ihr die Leute irgendwo mal sehen wollt, es kann ja durchaus passieren, dass man das hier sieht und sich denkt, die würde ich gerne mal live sehen. Eiseskorb könnt ihr sehen am 8.4., das ist ja schon nächste Woche, Freitag, wenn ich mich jetzt gerade nicht komplett irre, genau, im Roadrunners Club. Genau. Cool. Guckt euch das unbedingt an. Und Lucy Kruger and the Lost Boys sind auch zu sehen im Lido am 22.04. Es dauert noch ein bisschen länger, aber kann man
schon
halbwegs
bald
überbrücken.
So schön, dass jetzt wieder so Konzerttermine anstehen.
Voll. Deswegen, Leute, nutzt es aus.
Und man davon ausgehen kann, dass sie auch stattfinden.
Geht dahin, macht es. Guckt euch die Leute an. Ja. Die sind cool live. Haben wir ja heute gesehen.
Ihr auch in total nett.
Und wir hier. Ja. Es ist alles wunderbar. Ich weiß gar nicht, wie sind wir denn zeitlich gestellt? Haben wir eine Info von irgendwo? Nö, haben wir nicht.
Keine
okay,
Info.
dann
Alles
müssen wir jetzt
klar.
einfach noch ein bisschen weiter quatschen.
Das ist kein Problem.
Ich verstaue jetzt mein professionelles Moderationsequipment wieder in meiner Tasche. Und wir reden noch ein bisschen weiter.
Sieht gut aus.
Ich weiß nicht, ob du das gesehen hast hier drin, aber was total cool war, was da draußen gerade passiert, wir werden ja gleich Lucy Kruger nochmal sehen und hören, natürlich auch. Ja. Und was jetzt gerade passiert, ist, dass Eisescope, die haben noch zugehört und also die sind eigentlich alle noch da und hören sich natürlich gegenseitig zu und supporten sich ganz viel. No. Und die stehen da jetzt und das ist kurz vor der Jam-Session. Also die sind gerade dabei, da irgendwie gegenseitig sich die Instrumente hin und her
zu zaubern. Wie cool.
Ja, und man hat so das Gefühl, gibt es da eventuell die ein oder andere Inspiration in zukünftigen Songs bei der ein oder anderen Band, weil die sich da gerade alle so ein bisschen anfreunden. Ich finde es total cool. Es ist auf jeden Fall ein sehr nicer Spirit hier, sehr kreativ gerade.
Finde ich auch. Es war ein total schöner Abend für uns alle. Vielen Dank auch an das Team, an die Crew. Ich wurde hier super versorgt. Jedes Mal, wenn ich ins Studio kam, wurde ich gefragt, ob ich noch was zu trinken haben will. War toll.
Genau.
Warst du auch so gut aufgehoben?
Ich war super aufgehoben. Ich habe mir die ganze Zeit quasi irgendwie die Konzerte angeguckt und
zwischendurch ein bisschen gequatscht,
so ein bisschen gequatscht.
Total unkompliziert eigentlich.
Total unkompliziert. Also
ich glaube, wir hatten es heute am entspanntesten von allen.
Hat man hier eine richtig gute Zeit.
Ja, kann ich nur empfehlen.
Genau, also an der Stelle natürlich danke an Alex Berlin. Danke an Berlin Alive.
Ja.
Ich würde sagen, die Festivalsaison kann kommen. Wir haben sie ganz gut eröffnet.
Finde ich auch.
Wie es weitergeht,
ganz schönen Abend.
Kriegt ihr hin.
Ja.
Guckt auf unseren YouTube-Kanal, da werdet ihr das alles auch nochmal sehen. Ihr werdet auch die Interviews, die hier geführt wurden, nochmal als Podcasts hören. Aber das kennt ihr ja alles. Ihr guckt es ja alle immer und deswegen wisst ihr alle Bescheid. Das müssen wir euch gar nicht so ausführlich erklären. Bleibt dran, Festivalsaison geht gerade erst los. Wir sind auf jeden Fall bald wieder für euch da mit ganz viel Musik und zugehörigen Infos. Und dann würde ich sagen, kommt gut durch den Abend.
Würde ich auch sagen.
Sind wir
Schönes
raus?
Wochenende.
Wir dürfen raus. Bleibt aber dran, es wird noch Musik kommen.
Girl, I think I'm ready. I'm just around the corner with open hands. I don't know what it means to be steady. And when I fling open my arms, I don't mean to cause you harm. I just don't know how to hold back when your skin is just within my restless touch. Do you think I could unpack my days into your room? It's all I wanna do. I'm so in love with you. How light and how heavy to be searching all the time for the secrets of the mind. How soft and how heady to loosen and unwind and to entangle and entwine. So you don't know how to hold back when your skin is just within my restless touch. Do you think I could unpack my nights into your room? It's all I wanna do. I'm so in love with you. Well, I don't wanna hold back. Now your warmth is here within my restless touch. There's nothing that I lack when I'm here inside your room. It's everything I choose. I've everything to lose